The next thing I kind of remembered was after I was a helicopter pilot, I went to flight school. And the only thing, flight school was pretty much uneventful. It's kind of like the first couple of years of college, just a lot of work, a lot of study, and no sleep. Sleep was like, forget it. There just wasn't there was no such thing. We had academics for a while, like a month, and then we started having academics in the morning, classes, and then we flew all afternoon. And the very first day that I flew, before that, they told us, anytime you're dissatisfied with your instructor, all you have to do is say, I want a change of instructors. No questions asked. You'll get a change of instructors. That's just the way it is in this flight school. They didn't want any conflict between student and instructor and all, personality conflicts and all that stuff. So we're flying along, and this old guy, he was about, I'd say, I was 28 and he was like 65. He was an older fella, just meaner than snot. He was just unkind. The guy needed some remedial training. And we took off, and he's showing me these places to watch for on the ground, and he says, do you see that lake over there? And I looked out where he's pointing, and I saw no lake. There's not a lake within miles. Well, he was in Texas, and he was a Texan. He thought he saw a little pond down there. Well, to me, that's a pond, and Texas think big. So he's calling that a lake. And I'm looking for this big lake, and there's no lake. And I said, I don't see any lake. And he said, what'd you say? I said, I don't see any lake. What did you say? I said, I don't see the lake. And he said, does it hurt your mouth to say, sir? I thought, sir, I'm the one that's in the Army. He's a civilian. He ought to be calling me sir. So I told him that. I said, you ought to be calling me sir. I'm the one that's in the Army wearing a uniform, and there ain't no lake down there. And he said, well, I think I'll just take this aircraft back and dump you out and get a different student. And I said, well, hurry up, because I'm going to get me a different instructor. You're not very nice. So he goes back and lands on the tarmac there where the parking spot. Of course, I don't know how to shut it down or anything, so I just undid my seat belt, opened the door, and left. And he's sitting there having to shut it down and all this, and I went up to the flight, what do you call it, the little hutch there where everybody hangs out, and I told him, I got to have a different instructor. Oh, okay, well, was there a problem? I said, yeah, that guy smells like a brewery, and I think he's drunk. So he said, well, he looked at the other guy and says, Sam Stone's drunk again. So he said, well, you go fly with that guy over there, and I got the best helicopter driver you ever saw in your life. His name was Walter Blessing. I'll never forget him. He was a blessing to me, because inside of you're supposed to solo, fly by yourself within 20 hours. And most guys solo between about 14 to 20 hours. So I soloed at 16 hours. With that old guy, I would have been, there's no way. He was just awful. But anyway, they knew all about him. Well, that was the end of him.